Nicknamed Music City, Nashville captures the essence of America like perhaps no other city. In this video, I'll briefly cover Nashville's history, population, skyline, as well as a few things that make the city unique. Now, let's meet Nashville. I always like to start by exploring how a city wound up being where it is today. Nashville is located on the Cumberland River in what is today north-central Tennessee. Some of the early inhabitants of the area were the Cherokee people who sold the land in 1775 as part of the Transylvania Purchase. Soon after, Fort Nashboro was built along the river and became the center for a community which would later be named Nashville in 1784. Thanks to its strategic location, it quickly grew into a shipping and trading hub, especially for river-based commerce. During the Civil War, Nashville was the first southern state capital to fall to Union forces, and it played a key role as a logistical center throughout the war. After the war, the city reinvented itself with railroads, higher education, and eventually, music. By the 20th century, Nashville had earned the nickname Music City thanks to the rise of the Grand Ole Opry and its growing influence in the recording industry, which I'll talk more about later in the video. Today, Nashville is one of the fastest growing cities in the United States. The city itself has a population of around 700,000, but I tend to prefer to evaluate a city's size by its metro population, which is about 2,150,000, placing it as the 35th largest metro in the country, falling between Cleveland, Ohio, and San Jose, California. Some of the most recognizable companies headquartered in the greater Nashville metropolitan area include Dollar General, Cracker Barrel, Tractor Supply Company, as well as the U.S. headquarters for two large Japanese companies, Nissan and Bridgestone. In the early 1800s, Nashville was dubbed the Athens of the South because of its commitment to education, and today there are several notable universities in the area, including Belmont University and Vanderbilt University. Call me shallow, but when it comes to cities, I think appearances matter, and Nashville is a beautiful city. Similar to Austin, Texas, albeit on a smaller scale, Nashville's skyline is booming right now, with many sleek new skyscrapers going up. Nashville has a skyline that is instantly recognizable thanks to the unique two-spired 333 Commerce building previously known as the AT&T building. It's often referred to as just the Batman building because of its silhouette, which looks similar to that of Batman's mask. At 632 feet or 193 meters in height, it's currently the tallest building in Nashville. And if you took the average height of Nashville's tallest 5 buildings, the city would be ranked as the 26th tallest skyline in the country, falling between Oklahoma City, Oklahoma and Tampa, Florida. Nashville will climb even higher in that ranking in the coming years though when the 750-foot tall Paramount Tower is complete, making it the tallest building in the state of Tennessee. Although it isn't a contributor to Nashville's skyline, the most interesting building in the city is Nashville's Parthenon. It's the only full-scale replica of the original Parthenon in the world. Nashville's Parthenon even has a gold-clad statue of Athena, just as the one in Athens would have had. With Nashville earning the nickname of Athens of the South, it was decided that an exact-size Parthenon should be the city's centerpiece for the 1897 Centennial Exposition. Today, the Parthenon sits in the center of Centennial Park and is an art museum. Although education may have once been Nashville's predominant identity, there is no question that over the past century it has been music, which is in large part due to the Grand Ole Opry. The Grand Ole Opry is a country music radio broadcast with one of the longest running broadcasts in the nation's history. The broadcasts usually come from the iconic The Grand Ole Opry House, which is considered the biggest stage for country music. The theater itself seats about 4,000 people and they have shows there several nights each week. Across the parking lot from the theater is the famous Opryland Hotel, which is considered to be the largest hotel in North America without a casino attached. One of the defining features of the hotel are the 9 acres of glass atriums. The atriums have various restaurants, plants, waterfalls, and the largest atrium, known as the Delta Atrium, even has a boat ride through an indoor river. I haven't spent much time yet talking about downtown Nashville, and the heart of downtown Nashville is Broadway. Nicknamed Honky Tonk Highway, Broadway is one of the most iconic downtown streets in America. It's flanked by neon signs, restaurants, and of course live music pouring out of just about every building. Some of the most famous spots on Broadway are Tootsie's Orchid Lounge, Honky Tonk Central, Legends Corner, and The Stage on Broadway. Just off Broadway is what is known as the Mother Church of Country Music, the Ryman Auditorium. The Ryman Auditorium is a world-famous performance venue that was the home of the Grand Ole Opry for over 30 years. Its role in popularizing country music led to it being designated as a National Historic Landmark in 2001. A block from the Ryman Auditorium is the massive Country Music Hall of Fame and Museum. At 350,000 square feet, it's the largest museum in the country dedicated to a single music genre. When viewed from above, the building forms a massive bass clef. The museum itself chronicles country music's history with a huge collection of artifacts. Given Nashville's musical heritage, there's still a long list of unique music-related landmarks and museums, but a few that I should briefly mention before moving on to other aspects of the city are the Johnny Cash Museum, the Musicians Hall of Fame and Museum, the Bluebird Cafe, and the historic RCA Studio B, where more hits were recorded than in any other music studio between 1957 and 1977. As I mentioned earlier in the video, Nashville is the capital of Tennessee, and sitting on the highest point of downtown is the State Capitol building. It's one of the oldest working state capitol buildings in the country, having been completed in 1859, which was prior to the Civil War. It's one of only 12 state capitol buildings not to be topped with a dome. Another historic building is Andrew Jackson's home, which is one of the largest presidential homes in the country. The estate, referred to as Andrew Jackson's Hermitage, is a historic plantation with preserved architecture and extensive gardens. Across the Cumberland River from downtown Nashville is the home of the Tennessee Titans' Nissan Stadium. They're in the process of building a new $2.1 billion stadium for the Titans that will have a transparent roof similar to that of US Bank Stadium and SoFi Stadium. The Titans are one of 3 major professional sports teams in the city, the others being the Nashville Predators NHL team, which play in the Bridgestone Arena in the center of downtown, and the Nashville Soccer Club MLS team. The Nashville Soccer Club play at the relatively new Geodis Park, which with a seating capacity of 30,109 is the largest soccer-specific stadium in the US or Canada. Spanning the Cumberland River near Nissan Stadium is the John Siegenthaler Bridge, which is one of the longest pedestrian bridges in the world. The bridge, which was previously called the Shelby Street Bridge, spans nearly a full kilometer at 960 meters or 3,150 feet. And to wrap up this video, I have to mention Prince's Hot Chicken Shack. All throughout the country, restaurants have Nashville hot chicken sandwiches, and Prince's Hot Chicken Shack is where it all started around 90 or so years ago. Well, that does it for my video on Nashville. If you enjoyed the video, please give it a like and consider subscribing. And if there's something that I missed, let me know in the comments. Thanks for watching.